Good morning everyone, this is your Astrologer Shyam speaking on behalf of Aathma Suddhi Astrology, and today I am going to talk in detail about a very important transit, which is the Saturn Transit that's happening on the 17th of January in 2023. So I am going to take you through all the Lagnas from Mesha through Meena. So individually what's going to be the effect of the Saturn Transit for each of these Lagnas. So that's the thing, so please make a note, and for whatever the Lagnas that needs to take more care in terms of the remedial measures or afflictions, I will keep you updated throughout my speech, and please take it down, and you can always take a very personalized consultation as far as your horoscope is concerned. So let's begin with the Mesha Lagna. Mesha Lagna, the Saturn is going to transit the 11th house, which is going to be very positive for them. And as far as the money making is concerned, they are just going to make a huge amount of money as far as the Saturn transit. And because the 11th house is more about the money, profits and other things, businessmen will make a lot of profits, and working professionals will have a lot of salary hikes, rewards and recognitions. And you will also expand in terms of your social circle, and friends will be very helpful, and elder siblings will also be very supportive and helpful as far as your financial well-being is concerned. So that's going to be the Saturn transit for the Mesha Lagna, so which is very positive. For the Rishaba Lagna people, the Saturn is going to transit your 10th house in the January 17, 2023. 10th house Saturn transit is basically connected with a change of job, or there could be a lot of success in the job. For people with good planetary combinations, this is the very appropriate time for getting a lot of success as far as your work or career is concerned. And for some people, there might be change of location, change of job that might get triggered. And for certain people, this could also be the time for triggering the performance of the death rituals in your family or lineage. So that is going to be the Saturn transit for the 10th house for Rishaba Lagna. If you want to enhance your prospects, please do get in touch with us and do the remedial measures as per your horoscope. And the next in the Lagna is Mithuna Lagna. For the Mithuna Lagna people, it's going to be the 9th house transit. 9th house transit of Mithuna Lagna will be very positive as far as the relationship with father or gurus are concerned. The guru factor will be very lucky for you. Father relationship would be very helpful. Take guidance or blessings from father and guru. You will grow very well, and they will be very lucky for you. And you will also have a tremendous amount of inclination in terms of visiting the temples, in terms of reading the holy scriptures, or improving yourself with a post-graduation course. So all these things are possible with this Saturn transit. So that is the thing. So, and you can always reach us out to enhance your prospects for the Saturn transit. And the next in the cycle is going to be for the Kataga Lagna. The Kataga Lagna people, this is going to be a very tough time, because the Saturn is going to transit your 8th house. 8th house Saturn transit usually will result in the loss of job, or there could be extraordinary pressure as far as your job is concerned. And there is also a possibility of the death of the elders in the family, and you might face some kind of depression issues, and you will have a lot of inclination as far as your interest in the occult or mystical subjects are concerned. So that is going to be the 8th house transit. And there could be some kind of transformations happening in your life based on the negative incidents or the negative things happening in your life. So be very careful. Do not get into any sort of a new initiative or fights or any form of a psychic warfare with your family members or people at the workplace. It is the time for you to stay calm and perform a lot of remedies, and only with the help of the remedial measures you will be able to navigate through this Saturn 8th transit. So that is the thing. So please do get in with touch with us if you want to perform any of the remedies as per your horoscope. So that is for the Kataga Lagna. And the next in the loop is the Simma Lagna people. For Simma Lagna, this is going to be the 7th house Saturn transit, which is very, very positive for them. And there will be a great amount of transformation or change in the way that you relate with your spouse, because 7th house is connected with marriage. And for Simma Lagna people, there could be transformation in terms of the relationship of the married partner. And you will also develop your interaction with your network, and the one-on-one relationship that you maintain with the people in the business network, that will also get into a lot of transformation. And you will get a lot of good things, or your wife side will be doing very, very well. If your wife is working, she will be doing very well in the job, and she might get promotions, and there could be a lot of good news from the wife side or the spouse side in general. So that is going to be for the Simma Lagna. And the next is the Kanya Lagna people. For the Kanya Lagna, it is once again going to be a very, very tough transit, because the Saturn is transiting your 6th house. If someone is ailing from your family, or if you are ailing per se, and it might get aggravated, any sort of a medical complication, you should not neglect it, and you must do the remedial measures to overcome it. Otherwise, the medical complication might get aggravated, and it might lead to even surgeries. And people with court cases might face a lot of hurdles in winning over the enemies, and new kind of enemies or new sort of enemies would crop up, and they will become very powerful and give you a tough time to deal with them. So be very, very careful as far as the 6th house transit is concerned, and you will be forced to take a lot of loans or debts to make a living. And so before doing anything, before getting into any sort of a serious decision as far as your debts, cases or medical complications are concerned, be very calm, do the ritual, and then take the decision, because the ritual energy will help you to navigate this transit. So that's for the Kanya Lagna people. And the next is going to be for the Thula Lagna. And Thula Lagna, the Saturn transit is going to be on the 5th house, which is very, very positive for you. And your children will be doing very well, and there might be possibility of the childbirth in the family, or the trigger of the pregnancy in your house. And your children would be getting a lot of rewards or work, as far as the activity, the extracurricular or co-curricular activity is concerned, they will be doing very, very well. And you will also get a lot of inclination towards your spiritual things, like learning mantras or shlokas. All these things would be very, very positive. And you might be able to use your education well at this point in time. So that is going to be the Saturn 5th house transit. So if you want to enhance the prospects, do the remedies as per your horoscope, and have a beautiful transit as far as this next 2.5 years are concerned. So that is for the Thula Lagna people. And the next is going to be for the Virchika Lagna. For the Virchika Lagna, this Saturn transit is going to be in your 4th house, which is going to change the relationship with your mother. There is going to be some kind of a transformation which will be happening as far as your relationship with the mother is concerned, and you might change the residence, or there could be upgrades or change of objects, or some kind of a renovation will happen around your house. And your property buying or land selling, all these kinds of things are good to go about as far as this transit is concerned. And you might also buy new vehicles, or you might get some kind of a second-hand vehicles, and you might upgrade your vehicle as well, which would be very, very positive for you. And that's the Saturn transit for the Virchika Lagna, which is happening in your 4th house. And the next is going to be for the Dhanur Lagna, where the Saturn is transiting your 3rd house, Kumba. And this Saturn transit is more to be with a lot of travels. So if you trigger a lot of travel in your life, especially the short travels in and around your place, you will be able to navigate through the this Saturn transit very, very successfully. and your relationship with younger siblings will get transformed, and your communication will get transformed. The way that you relate with your neighbors, the way that you use your objects, like the gadgets or technology or internet, everything will get transformed around this time. And you might also do a lot of short travels to the temples, especially maybe the Shiva temples or Saturn temples, which might be of interest to you around this time. And so use this time to do a lot of travels and grow in life. So that's for the Dhanur Lagna people. And the next in the loop is going to be for the Magara Lagna. For the Magara Lagna, the Saturn is going to transit your second house, which is going to completely transform the way that you move around and relate with your close family members. And your way of life, your living with them will all get transformed. Your speech is going to get transformed. The way that you make money, it's going to be transformed. You will be able to make a lot of money, and you will be able to improve your wealth around this time, and your speech will get improved, and your food habits will get transformed. So it's a very, very crucial time for you. Utilize it, and you will be able to grow much in your life, and do a lot of remedies to enhance your prospects of this good transit. So always, like my guru suggests, everyone who has a negative time should do remedies to clear the problem or mitigate the problem, and anyone who has a positive transit can always use the remedies to enhance the prospects. So that's what we always suggest to all our clients. So that's for the Magara Lagna people, which is your Saturn second house transit. And the next is for the Kumba Lagna. And Kumba Lagna, this is going to be a change of life, a beginning, a new beginning, because Saturn is transiting your own house, the Lagna, the first house, which is your personality, your thought process, your attitude, behavior, everything will change as far as this transit is concerned. So it's going to be a shift in the life. Since it is something related to a new beginning, it could be, if you are in the married age, if you are an eligible bachelor or a spinster, like you might get married. If you want to buy a new house, there could be change of a house, or someone got there could be some sort of a new shift or a new beginning, which would be happening in your life. And your thought process, the way that you think, the way that you project yourself, the way that you use your personality, everything will change as far as the next 2.5 years are concerned. Utilize it and use this transit in a very, very positive way. Bring about the change in your personality, and allow the new shift to happen in your life, and you will eventually grow very, very well. So that's for the Kumba Lagna people. And the next is going to be for the Meena Lagna. Meena Lagna, this is going to be a tough time, because Saturn is going to transit your 12th house, which is all about the losses and expenditures. Those who are in working profession have they have to be very, very careful, because there could be some kind of an end in the career, and the new career might be taking up, and people in the business will go through a tremendous amount of losses, and there could be possibility of medical expenditures. And if you are already very elderly, or someone very elderly in the family might pass away during this time, and you might be interested in connecting with monasteries or monks, which would give some kind of a solace or solitude for you. And as far as your sleep is concerned, you have to take care of your sleep. It could have some kind of a disturbance, and you can always do the remedies to overcome this tough transit, which is for the next 2.5 years. And don't worry, always you have the help of the remedial measures, which can really help you to grow even in tougher times. My guru always says that. That's why we have the remedies prescribed by the great rishis in our culture. Take the help of the remedies, reach us out for a very, very personalized remedial measure or horoscopic prediction, and take the help and solve your problems. So that's for the Meena Lagna people. And when you look at all through the Lagnas from Mesha to Meena, all these predictions are predominantly generalistic. However, if you want to have a very, very specific prediction as far as your horoscope is concerned, you can always reach us out and come and get a very personalized consultation, and you can do the remedies accordingly and grow in your life and solve your problems. So that's as a winding note, I would like to share it with you. And this is Shyam, your astrologer, speaking on behalf of Athma Shuddhi Astrology. Please get in touch with us, and you can always contact us through the number which will be displayed on the screen. So, namaste everyone. Thank you so much and have a very great year ahead. God bless you all. Take care.